And welcome to another edition of the John Wayne Search Protector podcast, 6040 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
Still Alex Midway as usual. Welcome. It's been a while.
We're back, better than ever.
Yeah, to be before people
not
listening
like our
to us.
economy, but you know what I mean.
The talking heads is still talking. The economy's still dumping, so we're consistent.
Love it.
So let's get right into the old Tesla ticker. Last Thursday was 349. Reality's starting to finally set in, and it finally hit a top, and it's at 343. Mighty Elon has said that he will lead Tesla for the next 5 years, and afterwards he proceeded to go to Qatar to the Economic Forum. The downside here is that journalists are allowed to ask actual questions and kept grilling him about Tesla, to which he replied that the turnaround is complete and there's high demand for Teslas. Now, as long as you don't look at the actual numbers, this is 1,000,000% true. So, I feel like someone else does that every now and then.
It's like their whole philosophy is based on just lie and just wait for the smooth brains to eat it up.
I do like the shtick, man. It's like, yeah, everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Like, fair enough. He said everything's fine. Like, yeah, Teslas no longer have penises being graffitied in the side of them. Like, yeah, I just saw one the other day. Like, no, you didn't. Like, okay, I guess I didn't.
Well, now that it's carrying a 20-year sentence for vandalizing these cyber trucks, and he's directed Pam Bondi to not cut any deals, no plea bargains.
So, what if I vandalize a Cybertruck and I broke into the Capitol? Zero-sum game?
I'm guessing it would probably take a couple years, but you'd stay in jail, but then get a sick amount of money for your family.
More on that later.
Pin in that one.
So, let's move on right along.
Question for you. I keep hearing it called Qatar, and I keep hearing it called Qatar.
It's either one. I personally call it Qatar. Some people say Qatar.
I think I like Qatar better. It sounds a little fancier. Like if you say something along the lines of like, our president asked for a bribe from Qatar, it sounds more like a person. But if it was like, our president asked for a bribe from Qatar, you're like, oh, the country. You know what I mean?
Well, Qatar sounds like it's a backyard deal with some hardworking Italian Americans. Like, hey, went down to the local deli, got me a little deal from Qatar down there. That's more like him, a man from New York.
Incorrect. Italians have vowels at the end of their names.
Well, agree to disagree.
Catero. Now there's a fine, hardworking gentleman.
You do a section involving international things, you can go ahead and call it Cooter if you want.
Oh, I'm in. Yep, love it. Great call.
So let's turn international. Because, again, the 24 hours that it would take to bring peace in Ukraine is still stretching. Fearless leader is still hardworking. And that's a man who does not give up. He had a phone call. And I would imagine, he had a phone call with Putin. And I imagine it went a little bit like a swooning co-ed and Putin playing the part of a cool jock and just kind of shooting him down. Hey, Daddy Putin, how about a ceasefire? I wrote in all caps that you need to stop. But like, niet. Oh, Daddy Putin, how about a decent delegation instead of just your C team? Like, niet. Like, all right. Well, I'm still going out there and I'm saying I made peace. You're an idiot. And sure enough, Trump definitely did come out and he posted on Truth Social. And let's see, I even had this one queued up. So Trump went out and he put it up on the Truth. Just completed my 2-hour call with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. And he really goes out of his way to just glorify that guy. Any other time, he's like, President Zelensky, President Vladimir Putin of Russia. I believe it went very well. Shocker, it didn't. Russia and Ukraine will immediately start negotiation towards a ceasefire. For some reason, ceasefire is capitalized. And, more importantly, an end to the war. The conditions will be negotiated between the two parties, yada, yada, yada. tone and spirit of a conversation were excellent. I mean, technically, he wasn't even talking to Zelensky, but yeah, I guess he knows he was feeling technical. If
Yeah.
it wasn't, I would say so now rather than later. I gotta stop. If you gotta tell somebody, like, hey man, did you steal my $20? You're like, no man, but if I did, I'd tell you right now. I swear I would, rather than later. You know that's a lie.
Do you think they're actually starting to believe their own? Like, no, Elon will 100% tell you if this is a conflict of interest.
Like, I do like how he has to reiterate it in there. He's like, yeah, everything's perfect. Like, I swear to God, I'd tell you if it wasn't. Like, I'm an honest guy. Nothing but transparency.
You know, and it brings up a question that I find myself wrestling with constantly of, is it they're evil or is it that they're incompetent? Now, I know it can be both at times, but as far as mindset of like, yeah, we 100% believe, you know, that this is what it is. We'll just police ourselves. It's fine. But when you say it about other countries, the same exact thing, you're like, I don't know, maybe they're just dumb.
I mean, it could be a 60-40 production leading towards the evil way.
60-40 Productions is in no way affiliated with the current administration.
Sounds like it's funding it. I mean, it's Project 2025 and there's 60-40 Productions. Two of the pedestals of the administrations.
60-40 has never done anything evil. It has always promoted harmony and peacefulness across all platforms.
We would tell you if we didn't.
100%.
So, essentially, I'm not going to waste time reading the rest of that thing. It's just a bunch of garbage and a spiel thing.
Yeah, if you want to read the rest of his comments, just imagine this noise. Oh! The whole time.
Putin number one, Zelensky evil.
Zelensky's not even going to show up to see our Vladimir Putin's bulging biceps, decadent triceps. It's a love letter, man. It's gross.
Vladimir will ride bear. Putin will just take Lyft, not even Uber.
Doesn't even own suit.
Yeah. Swear to God.
Gross.
So, let's get in a little bit of past negotiations. If you want to know what the current negotiations are. So the war began in 2022, and about a month later, talks were going on in Turkey, kind of like how they're going on right now. Putin obviously came out and said that Ukraine it pretty much disrupted those talks. The same thing he's doing right now, like Ukraine doesn't want war, or doesn't want peace. Meanwhile, Ukraine's sending a full delegation down to Turkey to talk. He's not even doing Microsoft Teams there. So, take that as is. So, after Putin said that Ukraine's the reason there's no peace, Zelensky said, no, man. The reason it fell apart is because, keep in mind, this is a month into the war. Russia's like, hey, man, you gotta give up your long-range weaponry, make constitutional amendments. Yeah, you can read that as install puppet government, and declare neutrality and concede Ukrainian territory that's been captured during the invasion. And after you surrender your long-range weaponry, we're going to capture a whole lot more. So, say what you will, but Putin's a consistent man. He's got the same playbook, and he keeps rolling out on it. He keeps invading places, and if it comes down to negotiation, the prerequisite is saying, hey man, you got to disarm, and I'll never come back. Putin's like a vodka-drinking crackhead that keeps coming into your house, and the one time you catch him, he's like, hey man, if you just stop locking the door, I'm going to stop coming to your house.
It's, I think the Russian version of Art of the Deal is going well for him. He just keeps doing the same thing. I'll keep invading things and just keep saying no, this is mine. I'll agree to a ceasefire if you just give up everything I said I was going to take in the first place.
My negotiations are simple. Just give us what we came here for. That's not a negotiation. Those are demands that a supervillain would make.
Now.
Yeah, no, just give me everything and then I leave. It's very simple. I make war stop.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm the nicest guy I know.
Yeah. And if you know a nicer one, I'll kill him. I mean, he'll fall down the stairs in an elevator shaft.
I love it. Russia brought to you by Acme.
So, speaking of break-in and entry, let's talk about the deal that Ashli Babbitt just received. And in case you forgot about old girl Babbitt, she was the one that went for a little bit of a peaceful tour in the Capitol with a couple of her close patriotic friends on January 6th. Yeah, that January 6th. Yeah. And if you get a chance right now, honestly, go watch that video. And if not, I'll go ahead and just tell you what is going on in there and break it down Bonnie style. So the video that's there is essentially it's some beta boy who's just 150 pounds soaking wet, wearing his Proud Boy polo and using his limp wrist helmet strikes onto a piece of glass that is not giving up. And there's just a whole sea of mouth breathers out there just looking on. Some are helping, some are standing and screaming, and some are just worthless scum that they are. And then you can see a gun on the other side. You see the actual, officer. And the people on the MAGA side, they see the gun, and one guy screams, "Gun!" And absolutely zero response. Beta Boy's still just bashing that glass, nothing happens. And that's when a couple seconds later, they're still videotaping the gun, and that guy comes out of hiding to a nice position and puts a round just center mass at Ashli, and she falls down because she looked like she was going to climb up and come up through the ceiling like a scene out of Aliens. And she did not. She fell right down, and that was the basis of the lawsuit for the Babbitt estate.
This is 100% that Florida law that started really ruining America like 30 years ago, where that burglar went to go break into somebody's house through the skylight and then fell through and ended up breaking his arm and then sued the family. And somehow they won.
Yeah. Somehow it's Florida.
Yeah. I was doing something wildly illegal, but I got injured. So this is on your property. So it's your fault.
Yeah. So there I was going into your house and just ransacking it, and your carbon monoxide detected it and go off, and I think I have permanent damage, so you owe me a couple milli.
Yikes.
It's essentially the same logic that Ashli Babbitt's estate was arguing. And they initially asked for $30 million, and they had to settle for $5 million because their daughter got killed breaking into the Capitol like an asshat that she is. And she was saying that the agent in charge who facilitating their daughter meeting God was negligent in his duties. I don't know, man. The DOJ did a study, nothing negligent about it. If you watch that video, I think he was literally doing exactly what he was hired to do.
I believe, and like I said, I'm a little bit more of a hothead than you are, maybe. I'm emptying that clip. You've got thousands of people trying to break in. They've got hangman's nooses and gallows constructed outside. They're calling for just absolute destruction. If I've got 15 in the clip, I'm going till it's empty.
Like, you can see the difference between this guy who's actually professionally trained and just like George Zimmerman down in Florida just emptying out on a teenager because he's a scared little man. Like, this guy, they know he's there. He's showing the gun. He's staying on the opposite side. He is there by himself. There's 8 of these little idiots in the shot, and I'm sure there's a C behind them. And they literally scream gun. The guy's chilling there like, hey man, don't go past this. And then this big dummy starts climbing a barricade, wanting to come over. He's like, okay, fair enough. What do the kids say? FAFO?
Yep. And she found out.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? It's 100% her fault.
Yeah.
Now, I know what they say about mob mentality and you're really yourself. Like, should have eaten a Snickers. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Actually,
if I go to a police station and start trying to kick the door down, I should expect they might open fire.
And I hope I'm on your life insurance policy for $5 million because I will sue said police department for emotional trauma and use this case as precedent.
Well, luckily, the kids or nephews or nieces or whoever's going to benefit from this $5 million, I'm sure they're going to do something super smart with the money.
There's got to be a Cadillac parked outside of that little trailer park.
Someone is going to roll the Camaro they buy and die in a fiery crash, and then the estate's going to sue Chevy.
Nothing but a bunch of scratch-off tickets, and they're going to use that to do lines of meth.
Oh.
Guess what? This one's a winner now.
Funds are getting low, so we're also snorting the shavings from these scratch-offs.
Who knows? There could be fentanyl in them.
It could be you. Terrible. Enjoy your money. I don't know what else to say about it. It's ridiculous, but luckily this government's running super efficiently now.
Yeah.
Speaking of efficiency, C, which used to stand for cookie, now stands for come and take it. President Trump signed an executive order on May 1st ending taxpayer subsidization of PBS and NPR, which essentially canceled Sesame Street. You know, the show everybody's grown up with since 1960-9. How do you go after Big Bird?
I want to know what the logic behind that is. Like, groceries are still up. Like, eggs haven't come down. There's still war in Ukraine. All kinds of S's going down around the world. And, like, I guess if you don't pay attention to and you kind of do the whole, like, what's it called? Like the cup game that they do sometimes to do with tourists. You have those 3 little cups. And the one
three-card
like,
Molly.
Yeah, like, all the things that are like, bad in the world, you're like, pay attention. And you just keep moving around the cups like, PBS is what's making your kids gay.
Well, essentially, that's sort of what was given there. The order was signed due to PBS and NPR's, quote, left-wing propaganda, end quote. And among the laundry list of reasons is this gem. PBS partnered with CNN for a town hall aimed at presenting children with a one-sided narrative to address racism amid Black Lives Matter, end quote. So that's directly ripped off of whitehouse.gov. And they're upset because of the one-sided narrative on racism in 2025.
Do they want to get included as the other side? Like, they want to DEI themselves into that conversation? Like, we're white people. We're racist too, man.
No, it's I guarantee you, whoever's pushing this agenda is the same ones who did that new Florida schooling where it's Christopher Columbus casually explaining off slavery with, yeah, it's better than dying. So, I mean, if you think about it.
He's not wrong, I guess.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so they went ahead and defunded Sesame Street because of their one-sided, narrow view on racism. Why? And the thing is, Sesame Street was every single child, every family. It didn't matter. For 55 years, we were all just in agreement. Elmo, good. Yeah. Nazi, bad. What happened to us?
I mean, we were in agreement that Medicaid is also good, and that's about to go away of a dinosaur. So,
well, they've been trying to get rid of that forever. But I mean, like the simple concepts. You like Indiana Jones taught us through 2 full movies. Nazi bad. Sesame Street. Big Bird was our friend.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie, platonic roommates. But don't worry, kiddos. This week, Sesame Street announced a new partnership with Netflix, which seems like the perfect new place to bombard children with their radical left ideas, like caring and treating people with respect.
You think Netflix is one point just going to bow down to the administration too?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think at some point Netflix is going to go like, well, we've been doing incredibly well for 20 years with all our woke left movies and TV shows. Let's try the other way.
Just do a quick special of Mein Kampf on Ice for Christmas.
Netflix. Now not for black people anymore. Like I don't get the whole. It's just Let's alienate markets. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
When it asks you, it says who's watching, you have to scan your face.
Yeah.
It's not just for the accounts, it's for the actual person. Like, not welcome.
But I will say, it sucks that you have to now pay to watch Sesame Street, but Netflix does have the perfect opportunity because Netflix, you can say and do pretty much whatever you want. I'm begging the powers that be over at Netflix to allow these 55-year-old puppets to use their new platform to address this administration directly. Can you imagine Big Bird and Snuffleupagus telling J.D. Vance to eat a bag of or Cookie Monster telling City Miles Levitt to suck his blue, hairy beep. Elmo going into graphic detail about how Stephen Miller can right up it. It's possible. We have a shot at this. So I'm begging you, Netflix, if you're listening, and we know you are, the possibilities are endless, and frankly, we all as Americans deserve it. Also, please sponsor us.
It'll be the last thing that Netflix does.
Yeah, but could you imagine how great it would be?
Just in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, why not?
Because they're rich. They don't need to mess it up.
Well, they can do it. There's all sorts of things that you can do as Netflix. Moving right along in immigration news, after years of screaming about Mexico emptying their asylums, which he still definitely doesn't understand what that means, sending us all their murderers and rapists and ruining the lifeblood of this country. Cough, Hitler words, cough. It seems that America First crowd has opted to cut a deal with the Sinaloa cartel and allow 17 relatives of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman's family to cross over onto American soil.
Now, if we're going to be sticklers for Cutter, it's Sinaloa. But yeah, if you got $5 billion for that passport, why not? Come on down. When you're not getting enough of an influx of rapists and drug dealers, you got to sometimes import your own. And there's a market deficiency that this administration addressed. Sorry, that's a business thing.
They're going after ranch hands and the people that pick oranges and the lowest level jobs that no Americans are going to do. But we're going to let in cartel family members. Explain it to me. It makes no sense.
Tons of industry versus poors.
Okay, that makes more sense with these guys.
And honestly, a ranch hand seems like the perfect cover for an evildoer at night. You seen Daredevil? A blind lawyer who's out there punishing crime? Seems like a pretty good cover. A ranch hand who's cooking meth? What about Breaking Bad? That was a school teacher. That's who we need to go after.
Well, we are. We're ending public education, and how dare that blind lawyer fight against the big corporations and the wealthy?
Guys just trying to make New York great again, and this big dummy wants to stand in the way and talk about, what about flight migrations of some stupid endangered birds? Like, get out of here, hippie.
Oh my God. I love it. We're now officially the country that's rooting for the bad guys in every movie we've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
They were cool stuff. It sucks. Growing up's miserable.
Like, who would you rather be? Darth Vader? Or would you rather be Luke? Luke's wearing a bathrobe. Darth Vader's got an all-black thing with, like, a little speak and spell thing center mast. Like, who looks cooler?
Do you think the powers that be over in the administration, like, watch Raiders of the Lost Ark and are just like, this guy with the whip is such a pain in the ass getting in the way of all the great plans?
Like, those black trench coats are really snazzy. I need to get me a couple. Like, I need to get it. Those Eagles are looking very similar to the ones we have. Like, let's do this. Like, them boys are looking good, clean shaven.
It's the Covenant of the Ark. It's the greatest weapon we've ever seen. It's beautiful. Some people say it reminds them of me. And this loser with the whip keeps trying to foil our plans. We're Cobra now. We are no longer G.I. Joe. We are Cobra.
Again, cooler uniforms. Glass half full, baby.
There's not a chance. G.I. Joe had way better uniforms. Also, none of them had uniforms. They were all individuals.
Uh-huh.
woke.
Yeah.
Not like those beauties over at Cobra.
Just a bunch of hardworking, dedicated boys. They're all working for a common cause.
Yeah, you were way ahead of me on my own analogy there. So I'm catching up. I'm catching up,
Yep,
buddy.
now you're getting it.
According to the Secretary of Security and Citizen Protection of Mexico, Omar Garcia Harfuch, probably massacred it.
Mm-hmm.
It is evident that his family is going to the U.S. because of a negotiation or an offer that the Department of Justice is giving him. You know, only the best.
I mean, sometimes you gotta import them.
So after all this talk about all this fentanyl Mexico keeps sending us, but his family's okay to come on by.
Well, there's a difference between domestic fentanyl and when you have to outsource for your fentanyl.
Fair point.
The tariffs make fentanyl more expensive, so one of the first things we're building in this country are meth labs.
Well, you know what? I'd suggest start going to like rural Kentucky and other places destroyed by tornadoes, because if anybody could use a break from reality, it would be them.
You don't think they're already on it?
Well, no, all theirs are gone now since nobody told them the tornadoes were coming. But more on that next week.
The Jewish space laser zeroed in and caused those weather patterns.
Pew, pew. Stop telling everyone our secrets, Marge. Pew.
So, one last thing I do want to touch on is finally the third credit agency has finally kicked America down from a perfect rating to AA1. So we're AA now. So this time, the president did absolutely nothing, but he was very vocal back in 2012 when Barack Hussein Obama was in office. You get what you vote for. U.S. credit rating about to be downgraded once again. Like, yeah, what about now? Like, straight up crickets.
Actually, just watched City Miles field this question,
Ooh.
and she absolutely gave a non-answer and said, "Don't worry, every other country is confident in the United States."
Oh, okay.
Because why wouldn't they?
So we're just looping back around to Elon's response, too.
Yeah, America's not so much worried about their 545 credit score anymore because people know us.
You think it's bad now? Wait till we add this 3.4 trillion tax cut to billionaires.
Well, by that point, they're going to transfer all the debt to the Elon's X Bank or whatever the hell he's going to call it, and we'll just be under him.
This is
He knows we're good for it.
All right, till next week. I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey. Later, Gators.